Hello, everyone, and welcome to this product updates webinar. We're just going to give it another 2, maybe 3 minutes for a couple of more people to join, and then we'll get into our first slide. Hmm. Oh, okay, I think we're good to start. Okay. Yeah. Okay. So we're going to give it another 2 minutes. I think we already have a considerable number of people that have joined, but the first feature is actually something we're excited to share. So we want to give it maybe another 2 or 3 minutes, and then we'll start. Good. Hey guys, for those of you that have just joined, we're just waiting for a few minutes to get a couple more participants. We want everyone to be here for the first feature that we're showcasing. So just another few minutes and we'll start. Okay, I think we can start. I hope everyone can see my screen, right? Everyone can see the presentation as well. Okay. Okay, so good evening, everyone, and welcome to this product updates webinar. Thank you so much for joining us today. Um, every time we announce one of these sessions, the response is incredible. And I think we got more than 1,000 signups this time, right, Shri? I think we got around 1,000 signups, which is a big number, and we're very happy. We're very excited about that. And it just goes to show how invested you are in getting the most out of your CRM experience. And rightly so, because you're paying good money for it. And it's a tool that can truly accelerate your sales and your career as well. And let's face it, today things are changing rapidly, things are changing extremely fast. The AI revolution is no longer coming. It's already here. It's already happening, and it's right in front of us. And no one wants to miss the bus. We all want to leverage it. We all want to gain every single advantage that we can. So at LeadSquared, one of our core values is customer first. And we are embracing the new trends, but not just for the sake of embracing the trend. We're doing it in a way where we can pass the benefits of this new technology to you, to our customer, to actually make your experiences better in a real, tangible way. In the upcoming months, we have a lot in our roadmap that we're really excited to share and we think that you're going to love, and a lot of things that will actually change the way that you interact and work with a CRM. So we're looking forward to bringing you more of these webinars, but today we are excited to show you the value of what we've already built and what is already available, and more importantly, how it's going to impact you, the customer. So whether you're a CRM owner or a sales manager, or you're the heart and lungs of our business, which is the actual sales user on the ground who's making the cold calls, facing rejections, chasing targets, and so on, this webinar is for you. And even if you've just joined this webinar and you're a prospect who's just feeling out LeadSquared, just evaluating LeadSquared, welcome to the webinar. It's great to have you here as well. And hopefully we can provide some value that will help hasten that decision for you as well. Okay, so I'm your host, Veer. I lead the product documentation team here at LeadSquared. And I've been part of this journey for the past 8 years. So I've really seen LeadSquared evolve over time from a small product to the giant CRM offering that it is today. Joining me is my colleague Shri, who's our lead technical writer here at LeadSquared. He's been with us for about 5 years now. So you're in good hands today. We can assure you that you're in good hands. And we also have Digvijay from our product support team. He'll be answering your queries live in the chat because we have a lot of features that we want to cover. And in the interest of time, we can't respond to each question verbally. So feel free to type them out in the chat and we'll respond to them immediately in the chat. Okay, so without wasting any more time, let's get into the meat of this webinar. These are the features that we have for you today. First up, we have the new web experience that sales users are going to love. Next, we have the AI knowledge bot that, again, it takes the load off sales users for repetitive inquiries and is also beneficial for customer support. Then we have Casa, and admins are going to love configuring this one. It's an absolute breeze to configure this feature, and you can be up and running in minutes. And it also has a lot of value for sales users. It makes them more efficient and lightning fast. Then we have My Teams. So this is a feature that provides value specifically to sales managers. So this is a feature specifically designed for sales managers. And then we have Save Forms as Drafts, which is great for the actual field sales reps. Okay, so um, before we get started, we just want to launch a poll, and this will help us understand some of the pain points that you have with usability using LeadSquared, and it'll help us gauge, the level of satisfaction that you have with our experience. So please go ahead and answer the question honestly in the poll. We'll wait a couple of minutes for the results to come in, and hopefully I can address some of the pain points that you have in the next couple of slides. I know that the web experience that we're going to talk about is definitely going to speak to some of the pain points that you have. Okay, I think more or less the poll results are in. Thank you again, guys, for participating. I'm just going to jump straight in now into the new web experience. Okay, so before we get into the feature, let's take a step back and let me walk you through the journey and the thought process and the story that we followed to actually building this feature. So why did we build the new web experience? I mean, firstly, we empathized with our sales users, right? Sales users have a lot going on. You're constantly juggling leads, you're managing calls, you're filling forms, you're completing tasks. And on top of all of this work, you have to go and update your CRM. So, what happens when the CRM itself slows you down? So, we listened to all of the feedback that you had, and some of it was constructive feedback, and some of it, of course, was not so constructive. Um, it was angry and frustrated feedback, but we listened to that feedback as well and we incorporated it. You told us things like it's hard to navigate the platform. There's too many clicks just to get simple things done. The interface feels kind of dull and chaotic. So we listened to all of this feedback, the good feedback, the bad feedback, the angry feedback that we cannot display here. And we incorporated that complete analysis and understanding into the reimagined LeadSquared experience. And we designed this from the ground up with the sales user, the sales rep at the center of this experience. So here it is. So meet the new web experience that we have. It's Before we get started, let's just talk about performance because slowness, I think, is an issue that many people had raised in the past. And the new experience delivers a 35% performance boost, which is huge. And this is, of course, from our own internal benchmarks across key workflows like lead lookup, task switching, navigation, so on and so forth. So this is now the officially the fastest lead squared experience that we have ever shipped. Okay, so now picture this. You start your day, you log into the lead squared application. There's no clutter, there's no confusion, just your smart views all neatly arranged on the left. You can see your leads, you can see your opportunities, and you can even see your tasks. Everything you care about is right here. If you want a feel of the legacy experience, then you can shift the smart view tabs to the top and you can switch back at any time. If you need more space, simply you can expand and collapse. You can add a new smart view from here with a simple click. Yeah, and here's the icon to expand and collapse the menu so that you get more space and you can use the application more fluidly. So this is just a quick overview. It's simple, it's intuitive, and it's designed to get you moving faster. Okay, now let's talk about customization and control. So you know your workflow best. Every sales rep that uses LeadSquared has a preference for his workflow, what he wants to see and what he can omit. So why should the CRM dictate how you work? So with this understanding in mind, in the new experience, you can tailor your grid exactly the way that you want. So just click here to add the columns that you want. Check the relevant columns to add them to the grid. Simply drag or drop the columns to reorder them. And here's a powerful new trick. You can actually go ahead and pin the columns that you want to the grid so they stay visible while the rest of the grid scrolls. And this is perfect for keeping key fields like the lead name, lead actions, and lead stage always in view, always in sight as you view the other lead details. So that's a neat little feature, pinning your columns. Now let's move on to filtering. Filtering is also super efficient now. You just go here to add all of the fields that you want to filter by. These get added to your list of available fields. and then you can just pin them to the top so that you don't have to recreate it every time you come to this smart view. These filters are then pinned and always available. Then you just go ahead, you select the values that you need, you click outside, and those filters are automatically applied. So there's no more hunting for the right view, and there's no more wasted clicks. Okay, now let's look at quick view. This is something that we are extremely excited about because we think it's going to give you a major productivity boost. So what is quick view? So now you no longer need to open a full page to see the entity details anymore. You can just click anywhere on the row, and there you go. You've got everything that you need up front. You can add actions, like you can add your activities, your notes, your opportunities. You can even send an email, or you can launch into a phone call directly from here, directly from the quick view. So this goes for opportunities as well. You just click anywhere on the row, and you can see the entire opportunity context up front in front of you. You can perform all the actions that you need, and also your tasks. The quick view is also available for tasks. You can edit a task from here. You can view all of the important details, and you can mark it complete right from quick view itself. Um, so this translates to no distractions, just pure productivity. Okay, next up, it's a multitasking feature called app tabs. And the pain point that we've tried to solve, you can imagine through this type of scenario. Imagine that you're a sales rep and you have 5 different calls that you have to make today. You have to call 5 leads back to back. You open one tab, you make the call, then another tab, and say this lead doesn't answer, then another tab, and they may or may not answer. And before you know it, you have 5 browser tabs open, and you've completely lost context, and you have no idea which lead to call next, and no idea where you started. So with app tabs, this is no longer a problem. Now, when you click the lead name or the opportunity name, which I will show you next, it launches the lead details view in a tab within the LeadSquared application itself. So this is not a browser tab that you're opening on your web browser. This is available on the LeadSquared application itself. You can add up to 5 different app tabs. So as you can see here, we're also adding a few opportunity tabs, so you can open your leads and opportunities simultaneously, and you can switch seamlessly between these tabs to get the context and the information that you need for the next phone call or the next interaction with the lead. Everything is available to you upfront, just via quick and easy tab switching. Okay, moving on, global search. So sometimes while you're working, you realize that a lead isn't in your smart view and you can't locate where that lead is. Maybe you need to follow up on an activity, or maybe you had left something, some key details in a note uh, during a conversation with that lead. So what do? You simply go to global search, you start typing, and after 3 letters, the auto suggest will start throwing up all the relevant records. You click on the records, and as you can see, your quick view is embedded right here itself. So you don't have to navigate anywhere away from this search page, from this search modal. You can find everything you need up front, and you can perform the actions that you need immediately on this lead. You can assign this lead to another rep. You can change the status or the stage on this lead. You can add a note without navigating to the lead details page and opening the full record. So this is not only leads, you can switch the drop down, you can search opportunities, and again, you click the opportunity, all the context is available right up front. The search is fast, the search is relevance based, it's reliable, and it's built for real world sales use cases. Okay, so the last thing I want to call your attention to um, on the new web experience is all of the small things, the minor changes, and the minor details that we have changed in this new web experience to make your life easier. So, this new navigation menu gives you one click access to everything in the platform, whether that's your leads, opportunities, or even if you want to go to navigate to a different module like your marketing, your workflows, it's all available here. And admins can, of course, customize this to remove clutter and to make it laser focused for each user. So it's clean, it's logical, and it's designed for you to save time. So here's the new opportunities page that we want to show you. It's the new opportunities listing page. You now no longer need to navigate to different pages to view different opportunity types. It's all available on the left panel right up front here. So no page switching needed. Similarly, with manage activities, we've made similar changes. All the activities that you need are listed up front here on the left side panel. There's no need to switch activity types via drop down. And you can even pin the activities that are most frequently used up top here for easy access. Okay, so that concludes our presentation of the new experience. To summarize what this means for you, it means you'll be spending less time clicking, more time actually selling. It means fewer distractions, more focus, and lightning fast CRM updates. And I just want to call out that this is not just a UI UX change. It's a real measurable productivity upgrade, and we're excited for you to experience it. So please go ahead, try using a feature like quick views, for example, and see how much time you save. So moving on, I'm going to call Shri to speak to you about the next feature that we have, which is the AI knowledge base bot. He's going to walk you through, again, the use case and the benefits of this feature. And then I'll be back to take you through the remaining features. So, Shri, go ahead, man. Over to you.
Hey, thanks, Veer. Hey, everyone. I hope all of y'all are doing well. It's always a pleasure to be back for one of these webinars, and it's lovely to see so many faces here. I'd like you all to answer the poll question that's coming up next. So just take like a couple of minutes to answer the poll question. I'll just wait over here. Okay, great. Thank you so much for answering the poll question. This will really help us better our features as well as understand different pain points that you face. So before I get into the knowledge base bot, the AI knowledge base bot, I'd just like to give a quick recap of the chatbot feature. So LeadSquared's chatbot feature, as most of you must be aware, is a simple no-code tool that lets you set up chat flows to quickly handle lead queries as well as perform specific tasks like lead creation, document generation, and so on. It also helps automate responses to common questions, boosts user productivity, that is your agent's productivity, and keeps your leads engaged 24/7, even outside of business hours. So the chatbot can be used for various different use cases across different industries, but some generic use cases are to capture lead details, like the lead's name, phone number, email ID, and so on, to engage the leads even outside business hours. Because unlike your agents, the bot will work 24/7, and for specific industries it can be used to cater to specific use cases. Like for education, you can use the bot to give a demo to students. In BFSI, you can collect loan documents using the chatbot. For healthcare use cases, you can set up doctor appointments using the chatbot, and so on. So in LeadSquared, we have three types of chatbots. The primary and most basic one is the journey based bot, which guides your customers through a structured flow in order to achieve a specific use case, like say to create a lead, to generate documents, to collect documents, and so on. This is a structured bot which has every step that's predefined by your admin when the bot is set up. The second type of bot is the AI help bot, which answers FAQs using manually added question and answers. So your admin will have to add questions, answers, and utterances. And based on these questions and answers, when a lead asks a question that's similar to what's added, the AI help bot will answer these queries. And the third bot, which is what we're looking at today, is the AI knowledge bot. So the AI knowledge bot also answers lead queries, customer queries, except you don't have to add any questions and answers. Instead, you just need to add training material, and the bot will train itself using this material. It can either be a file that you're uploading or a website URL, and based on this material the bot will answer lead queries. So the chatbot feature that we have in LeadSquared is omni-channel ready, which means that it can be used on both WhatsApp, as you see over here. You can integrate it with your WhatsApp account, or you can integrate it on your landing page or website. The bot will work on either places. So what is the benefit of the AI knowledge base bot? So why did we come up with it? So we are aware that the Johnny bots are great. Like those of you who used to do also attest to this fact. The Johnny bots are great at what they do, which is to guide your customers in order to achieve a specific use case. But during this journey, the customers can have like varied questions. It's very difficult to predict what questions they'll have at which point of time in the journey, and it's you never know, like at any point the customer could ask anything, and these questions could be open ended as well. So when that usually happens, the fallback is triggered and the bot is handed off to a human agent, one of your sales agents or your customer support agents, to answer these customer queries. And often these questions can be answered automatically by the bot, but because the journey bot isn't capable of doing that, it hands it over to a live agent who then has to take time out to type these answers and answer these queries. Now, the thing is, a lot of these questions are repetitive in nature. Like different customers could ask the same questions to the same set of agents who have to type these answers out, which will take a lot of time, both during the day and also prevent them from working on more complex questions that customers could pose. And the agent's workload is also increased, and it slows down their response time because each time they'll have to type it out. This is where the AI knowledge base bot steps in. It does not replace the journey bot, but instead it's a wrapper on top of the journey bot to ensure that customer queries are being answered immediately and the correct answer is being sent to your customers. Now, over here, if you see, there is an example of a journey based bot that is falling short when a customer asks a query that's outside of the predefined journey. So the purpose of this bot was to just collect the customer's details, but when you ask why, the bot is unable to answer it, and this would ideally be routed to a human agent. But this is where the AI knowledge base bot steps in, where it's trained based on your internal training material, your knowledge base, and all of that. You can add either documents, like I said, or URLs. Either works, and the bot will learn everything on its own. And this is how the bot would work once it is fully trained. So we've trained our test bot using the help site itself, that is help.leadsquared.com. Please do check it out if you already haven't. And it's a very simple question that was asked, and the bot gave a pretty comprehensive answer to the question. And once the bot gave an answer, we have also upvoted it because we are happy with the answer that was provided. So the the AI knowledge base bot complements a journey bot by answering any kind of open-ended queries. It is built using AWS Bedrock. The embedding model is Cohere English v3, and the generation model is Amazon Nova Lite. So you might again be wondering, didn't I already say there is a AI help bot? What is the difference? The difference is the AI help bot needs you to manually add questions and answers, whereas the AI knowledge based bot, which we are looking at today, does all of this on its own by studying the training material that you are adding. So it's a lot easier to set up, and it can handle a lot more complex questions as well. It won't be constrained by the few set of questions that you add to the bot. Now, where can you use this bot? The use cases are endless and it is across different industries, but some of the most generic and simple use cases are mainly for customer support, where you add your FAQs, your training documents, your internal manuals, your help docs, and the bot can use all of this to answer simple customer queries, support queries that come in. It can also help you with sales where you add brochures, case studies, playbooks, and the bot will again be able to pick up information from here and answer sales related questions. But even across specific industries like education, it can help your students pick a course based on the academic materials that you add, pick a campus, pick a course that really suits their interests. And even in healthcare, it can answer simple FAQs like hospital timings, what time would a doctor be available, what tests need to be completed in order to get their diagnosis done, and so on. And for BFSI also, it is really useful where it can help customer understand their eligibility for different loans, for different products, answer questions about insurance, payments, and so on. So setting up the knowledge base bot is really simple. Once you build a journey bot, this is just added as a wrapper on top of that. I hope everyone is aware of how to build a journey bot. But in case you aren't, we'll share the help document after this webinar to help you build a journey bot. But once the journey bot is constructed and ready on your account, you need to go to the AI knowledge base screen and add content. So this is where you add the training content. You can either add a URL over here, or you can use the browse option to add files from your account. So the browse option would let you add PDFs, docx files, XLSX files, and CSV files. Wherever your content is stored, you can add it over here. So once you add a URL, if you add a URL, remember that you don't need to add individual URLs for different pages in your help doc website or your business website. Instead, just the base URL is enough. Our bot will crawl through your entire website and study it to answer queries. So once you add the base URL, click add content and train the bot. It will take like a few minutes for the bot to train, but once that is done, your bot is ready to use. So you'll need to navigate back to a Johnny bot that is constructed on your account, and over here, you'll need to just enable the AI feature. And once that is done, add context, which is the business's name, and save it. That's about it. The bot is ready to use. I'll even show a live example of what our customers who are using this bot for right now. So before we get to that, just a recap. So unlike uh, you can make the AI bot work for you. Other than using your users to come up with different answers, you can use the AI KB bot to just work for you. And your journey bot does what it should as a wrapper, where it will capture lead details, guiding them through predefined steps like form submission and document generation. But what if a lead asks you about refund policy or how do I pay? This isn't part of the journey, right? Like as you'll see over here, but the bot is good enough to answer these queries on its own. Now, this is a AI knowledge-based bot that we have set up for a live customer, and they are using it. Now, if you see, the journey flow is pretty straightforward over here. It's asking for the lead details, mobile number, email ID, and name. But once that is done, when you have a question could that is difficult for the bot to answer, as this question is going to be, we are not choosing any of the predefined FAQs that are there. Instead, we are coming up with our own question over here. So you see, none of these questions are what we're going to ask. Instead, we ask a different question, and the bot is trained on our knowledge base to answer this query on its own. As you see, this is on its own, and the result is a seamless experience for your customers where structured flow and intelligent query resolution work together to support your customers better. So with that, we've come to the end of this. But before I go, I just want to wrap it up with two things. First thing is, why does this matter? So, as I've said before, it really reduces your sales agents and support workload because the bot handles repetitive FAQ style queries, and your agents don't have to do it. They can just focus on more complex tasks, more important tasks. And it also improves customer experience because your lead doesn't have to wait for the agent to type the answer. A customer doesn't have to wait for that. Instead, they get the answers immediately. And moreover, they don't have to go through like a different flow, a loop to come up with answers. Instead, they get it like anytime in the chat flow. And it also speeds up query resolution because everything is ready and it's right there. And more importantly, the AI answers like repetitive queries. It is possible that your agents could get a little frustrated when the customers ask for the same thing over and over again, but the bot won't care. The bot will answer these questions innumerable number of times. And to wrap up this feature, just a few things that you really need to remember before you enable this feature on your account. Please avoid outdated KB content. So, for example, if you had a refund policy that you've used to train the bot, which is from 2022, it is 2025 now. It is possible that the policy could have changed, but the bot will not know this. If you've used the 2022 pricing policy to train the bot, it will only pick answers from there, which is most likely going to be inaccurate. So, always feed it up to date information. The next thing is always keep your information consistent. Do not feed it contradictory info, because, for example, if you have two refund policy FAQs on your uh, in your documents, one that says refund will take 7 days, one that says it'll take 14 days, the bot might randomly pick either. It will not know which one to go with. So always have consistent information on your help site, and always have fallback queries, because it is possible that even the AI knowledge base bot might not have answers, and it'll have to transfer it to agent. Unlike the first video I showed, ensure it does not say I didn't get you or please repeat, but instead have a fallback that transfers it to a live agent. In addition to this, always test with live queries before you go live, because only if you use real life use cases will the bot know what to expect when it is live. And always give feedback, both positive and negative. If it's positive, upvote. If the bot's output was not satisfactory, or if it was not great, then give it a negative feedback. With that, we come to the end of the AI knowledge base bot. To enable this really cool bot on your account, contact your account manager right now, or even drop it on chat saying that you'd like this feature to be enabled, and someone from our team will reach out to you. With this, I hand it over back to Veer.
Hey guys, just gonna take a second here to share my screen again. Okay, I hope it's visible now to everyone. Can you guys see my screen? Yeah, it's visible. Okay, so the next feature that we have for you is the Casa single page CRM. Oops, just one second. I think I'm having some issues here with the share screen feature. Just give me a second. Okay, yeah, I think we're good. Okay, so I'm going to run you through Casa, but before I do that, I just want to present a scenario that I think many sales users using LeadSquared or other CRMs will resonate with. So let's talk about Miss Jane. Miss Jane is a diligent sales rep and she's trying to stay on top of her day. She logs into a CRM and she immediately needs to start jumping pages. She needs to jump from page to page, going from, say, lead filters to lead details. She has to open a form here, she has to make a call there, she has to post an activity, create a task, follow up. Maybe she needs to view a report or open a smart view. So by noon, now she has 15 different tabs open. She's lost contexts again a bunch of times, and she's actually spent more time navigating the CRM than focusing on selling. So this isn't just a frustrating experience, it's also inefficient. And Casa is designed specifically to address this and to change this. So it brings everything that Miss Jane needs into one clean, customizable homepage. Tasks, leads, KPIs, actions, everything in one page. No more tab chaos, no more page hopping, just clarity, speed, and focus. Okay, so imagine logging in and seeing exactly what you need to do today. So your tasks, your leads, appointments, your calendar, everything in one place. You can take one click actions right from the dashboard. If you want to create a new lead or opportunity, you can do it from the launch bar. You can even embed your company resources in case you need some content to help you make your next pitch. Or if you need, say, a critical sales funnel report that can also be embedded in Casa right up front. So no more bouncing between tabs, no more missed follow-ups. Casa gives you clarity, speed, and focus. Think of it like your team's personalized command center. Whether you're an inside sales rep or you're in business development or you're in operations, you get a homepage that's tailored specifically to your needs. So here's an example that we created for this demo. Of course, you can customize it according to your brand's identity, look and feel, but you can see all of your tasks up front, the pending appointments that you have for the day. You can see your calendar so you can plan your day accordingly. And you can see this quick launch bar where you can immediately launch into a form that you need to fill, a task that you need to create yourself, a lead, opportunity, whatever it is. So this next slide here is for the admin, just to show you how easy it is and how fast it is to actually get up and running with Casa. So you navigate to Casa, and Casa previously, for those of you who are aware of the feature, was available only on mobile. Now it's available on web. You can see your team view over here. Now just create a new homepage for a specific team, get in there and immediately just start customizing. You can add your headline, your description. You can add colors that reflect your brand identity and your brand design. And then here on the left pane, you can see that we have a huge list of ready-made widgets that you just need to add and customize. So for the purposes of this demo, we're adding a progress bar, which will show the user all of the upcoming appointments that he has today. And you can set different thresholds. You can play with the color coding and adjust the limits. And that's it. You can preview your work and you can go ahead and publish it. So it's as simple as just adding the ready-made widgets, customizing them, and publishing your homepage. Now, when the user from that specific team logs in, they'll see the Casa homepage and you're all set to go. Okay, so let's look at some real results that Casa has delivered. So since rolling out Casa, we've seen some serious performance gains. Task completion rates are up by 15 to 25%. That's more tasks getting done faster. Reps are making 4 to 7 more calls per day. And that's not a small number because it compounds over weeks and over months. Lead conversion rates have dropped. Lead conversion rates have improved 3 to 4%, which is a big deal when you're working with high volume sales funnels. Revenue per rep, that's also gone up 22 to about 33%. And that's real, tangible business impact. We've also seen a 25 to maybe 15% drop in the lead drop off rate, which basically means that fewer leads are slipping through the cracks of your sales funnel. And finally, the average time for first action, there's been a significant reduction of about 33 to 42% there as well. And that is basically the crucial moment where the lead gets the attention of your sales reps. Okay, so just a little caveat here to be transparent. These numbers are based on small sample sizes that we've used, and we're confident that CASA positively impacts all of these areas, but the exact figures may vary across teams depending on their usage patterns and the workflows. But the direction is absolutely clear. With CASA, there's less friction and more flow. So go ahead and reach out to your account manager and start using CASA today. Okay, so the last feature that I'm going to present to you before Shri comes in and presents the last feature of this presentation, which is my team's, is a small handy little feature called Save Forms as Drafts. Not going to spend too much time on this. It's a comparatively small feature, but we want to ensure that everyone here is aware of it and is leveraging it and actually using it. So For those of you that use dynamic forms, you know it's a very powerful feature, but it can get you can create forms that are very long and very complex, and interruptions while filling those forms can be costly. So with save as drafts, users can pause, save progress, and return later without losing data. This is especially helpful for the field sales rep that's out there in some remote area. It does not have network. He can save the form as a draft, come back later, and continue it. So it boosts your completion rates and it ensures continuity. Okay, here's a quick demo of it. We're just adding an activity using a dynamic form. We're associating a lead here just for the demo's sake, filling in one field. And there's the save as draft new icon. Save it as a draft. On your main menu, all of your drafts will show up at the top. You just click, open it. The user can come back here anytime, see the pending drafts, open it up, and continue filling the form. Okay, so we have another poll coming up. Um, Please go ahead and answer the poll here. In the meantime, I'll be handing back control to Shri, who's going to take you through my teams. Again, a lot of value for the sales managers using my teams. And that's all from me for this webinar. It was great hosting this webinar and great getting a chance to interact with all of our customers. Thank you very much.
Hey, thanks, Veer. So I hope my screen is visible and I hope you can hear me, everyone. So please take the poll questions. Just wait like for a second before I get started. So the poll question directly leads into this feature, which is my teams. And up until now, all the features that we covered were for the web app, for the LeadSquared web app. But this is a mobile app first feature. It's purely for the mobile app. Even though the setup is on the web, the feature will be entirely used on our LeadSquared mobile app. So for those of you who don't have it, please download it and ensure that it's running at the latest version. Update your current app if you have it and ensure it's on the latest version. So over the last couple of years or so, we have improved the LeadSquared mobile app a lot. We have taken a lot of feedback from customers and ensured that all of that is visible on the app. But we are also aware that there are certain elements to the app that can still be improved, which is what we kept in mind when designing this feature. And one of the feedback that we got a lot was about how difficult it was for managers to toggle between dashboard smart views and reports. Before I go further, I have a small caveat or a disclaimer over here. So I'll be using terms like service group managers and reporting managers in this for this feature. That is not the hierarchy within your actual organization. Instead, those are lead squared terms. So when I say service group manager, it's a lead squared term. It's for the service group that you create in your lead squared account and the manager for those service groups. And the reporting manager is another feature that needs to be enabled on your account. So please don't get confused and please remember this is different from what is the actual organization structure inside your company. So now that we've got that out of the way, um, let's dive into the feature, which is we are aware that as managers, you had to toggle between different screens, like both within the LeadSquared app where you had a dashboard set up, and then you had to go to the check-in checkout report to show you which users have checked in and checked out for the day. You had to go to a different screen to see the number of leads created, a smart view to see the activities posted, and so on. And that could be really cumbersome. But what made it worse was sometimes you'd have to switch even between the web app on your desktop and the mobile app to get different metrics about your team, the team that reports to you. And we also are aware that for admins, building these custom reports was really time consuming, both building it and maintaining these reports. And it's not the easiest thing as well to come up with like different reports over and over again. And all of this would result in like a broken, fragmented view where you have some information in one screen, some information in another screen, which would negatively impact decision making and coordination with your actual teams. And on top of this, we are aware the web views didn't offer the most optimal user experience, and that even things like smart views running on the mobile app could impact the app's performance. But keeping this in mind, we came up with My Teams, which is a feature that's purely for the sales group managers or reporting managers who are with us. So this feature can be used by either sales group managers or reporting managers, but not both. So find out what is the structure in your LeadSquared account, and based on that, you can use this feature. So this feature is enabled by default for all sales group managers when the feature is enabled on your account, and it gives you real-time visibility into your team's status, their location, and their performance. Now here you can see the number of users who have checked in, checked out, yet to check in for the day, the hours it's been since they checked out, the distance covered, and so on. All of this ensures you have quick, actionable insights, and you can take decisions on the go. And this feature needs to be enabled. So to enable it, please contact your account manager or reply on the chat right now. Say, please enable My Teams, and someone will reach out to you. And this feature can only be set up by admin users in your account. Before we get into the setup, let's look at what this feature can actually do for you. That's you, the sales manager or the reporting manager. Put simply, it answers three very key questions. The first one is who's working. So all of you have like large groups, and it's difficult to keep track of each individual user, whether they've checked in, checked out, or yet to check in. But this feature shows all of that perfectly. It shows who's checked in for the day, who's yet to check in for the day, and who has checked out for the day, as you'll see over here. And then it also shows where they are. So it shows the distance covered as well as their current physical location on Google Maps. So some users, some sales reps could be on their way to office, some could be on their way to client's location. This shows you all of that. And what did it achieve? This is really key again, where it shows number of tasks that were completed, number of activities they posted, number of new leads they created, and so on. So these three key metrics are displayed. In addition to this, you can also contact them instantly via call, WhatsApp, or SMS. Now, this is really key, and we'll delve into this a bit later. But then you can just tap the button, call button, or WhatsApp button, and you'll be able to reach out to your sales reps instantaneously within the LeadSquared app without exiting it. It is really powerful for all the managers over here because you can monitor all of this from the user card, as you can see here. You can just scroll through different user cards, click on it, and you'll see everything that is related to the user. See, you can also WhatsApp them, call them, message them, and you also have a cluster view where for larger teams you can just tap on it and the whole thing expands for you to view what they're up to. Now, this feature, like I said, needs to be configured by admins. So they have two ways to do it. One, they can enable it from the My Teams menu on the LeadSquared web app, where they go to settings, My Profile, mobile app, and then go to mobile navigation, and they drag the My Teams menu and drop it over here under visible menu tabs. So it's key that they drag it from the hidden menu and place it here, and that's about it. It's done. It's really simple, straightforward. You just save it and it's done. Now, once the feature is enabled, ensure that your sales reps always have their locations enabled or on their mobile devices. Like GPS must always be turned on, because only then will we be able to track their current location as well as the distance covered. And also ensure the location insights feature and the correct hierarchy is set up on your LeadSquared account. Now, hierarchy is another feature. We'll share the help talk for that as well. Just ensure that the hierarchy within the sales group is correct, and it also requires location insights to be configured. So this is one way the feature can be set up, but another way that it can be set up, and in my opinion a better way to set it up, is by using Casa, which is what we've just covered, because Casa gives a lot more flexibility and customizability in the setup itself for admins. So it is again pretty simple. You just go to the Casa screen, whatever we showed, and you have two places on the screen from where you can add it, from the side menu or the top menu, where you can add My Teams. Once you place it over here, that's about it on the screen. You'll then have to go ahead and publish it, which we'll look at next. You just place it under visible menu tabs and you publish it, which is what we'll have to do over here. So when publishing My Teams, you have the option to either set it as default for all the sales groups in your account, or you disable this toggle and pick and choose the different sales groups for which you want to set this My Teams menu as the default view. So you add a title for it, enable or disable this based on your requirement, and publish it. That's about it. And lastly, you choose where you want to display it. So there are again three places where this can be displayed. Once you select icon for it and a label for it, you can choose to display it on either the quick launcher screen, which is what we are going to do right now. If you can see, we are displaying it on the quick launcher screen on the mobile app, or you can display it on the banner or on an image tile. So once that is done, the feature is finished and it is fully set up for you to use. The admin can then complete their task, and this is where the sales manager step in, where this is the view that you get as a sales manager for your group. You can see different metrics. So you can go to the My Teams menu and you can view all of this, the status, the filters for the day. You can filter by today, yesterday, or a custom date range anytime in the last 3 months. Remember that today is selected by default when you land on the screen. And over here, you can also view the status. So you can see who has checked in for the day, not checked in. All these tiles are visible where you click on it and you'll be able to know who's checked out for the day or who's checked in for the day. So you can also visualize your team on the field using different colors. So green is for checked in users, gray is for checked out users, dark blue is you on the map, and blue is for a user that you select, like you'll see over here. And you can also just tap on it for it to scroll on the Google Maps view. You just tap on a user and it scrolls in. If you can see this user DG is checked in, you tap on them, it becomes blue. That's the selected user. All of this is done on Google Maps. And when you tap on the user itself, it opens the user card where you get to see details of the user, like their email ID, phone number, where they work. And over here, the main and most important feature and a really cool feature is the option to call, SMS, or WhatsApp them directly from here. Now, see, it is possible that some days a user wouldn't have checked in and you'd want to call them rather than seeing on in the LeadSquared app that they haven't checked in and then navigating to your phone calling app. You don't have to do that. You just click on tap the call icon over here and you can place a call to them, find out where are they, or if they're yet to go to the leads location, you can call them and find out or drop a WhatsApp message to tell them to go visit a different lead. All of that within the LeadSquared app without having to navigate out of it. That is really powerful and really helpful. Now, for these features to work, you'll have to get them enabled on your account, the call feature, WhatsApp feature, or the SMS feature. So, again, contact your account manager and they'll help you out with it. In addition to that, you can also see the metrics for like when did they check in for the day or when did they check out, the amount of time they were checked in, the number of tasks they completed, the activities they posted, the number of leads they created, number of opportunities they posted, and so on. In addition to this, you can also see the distance they've covered. Now, this is again really crucial for things like petrol allowance or reimbursement for petrol receipts, where you can cross verify with whatever the sales rep has turned in their reimbursement claim and see if they've covered the same distance that's mentioned. And you can also find their current location where they're there. It's also here as a location stamp. So with that, I come to the end of this feature and we'll just look at what's coming up next for My Teams. So we are launching a new My Teams widget, which will be available on the mobile homepage itself. You don't need to open a different menu for it. It's going to be right there, which will display your team's real-time location again with same clustering, zoom, whatever we've covered right now, directly from the widget. As you can see over here, you can also see the total number of sales reps in your group, where how many of them have checked in, how many have checked out, how many have not checked in, using this really cool tracker as well over here. And the other straightforward filters like date filters, group filters, all of that is going to be there. So you can tap on any section and it'll jump straight to that and open it directly from your screen. So with this, we come to the end of our webinar. We have a final poll question that we'd like you all to take to show which features you all are really interested in. And someone from our team, you can choose all the features if you're interested in all, and someone from our team will definitely reach out to you to get these features enabled on your account. Until then, please keep visiting help.leadsquared.com to answer all your queries. You can post it as a comment and we'll get back to you. And always check out for our product updates and new articles that we publish on LeadSquared, help.leadsquared.com. So until I see you all in the next webinar, it's been an absolute pleasure hosting this. Thank you so much. Take care. I'll see you all soon in our next webinar. Thank you, everyone.